Uh-oh, you are now listening to
D, the delinquent.
On the podcast.
This is Many Hats, No Cap, baby.
D, the delinquent. Many hats, no cap.
Welcome to Many Hats, No Cap with Delinquent. Yo, I hate bullies. Fuck them. I can't stand them. I ain't down with bullies at all. But what's messed up is I actually was one. And that's super weird because throughout elementary, I was bullied like crazy. It chilled out during my middle school years because I actually started fighting back. I didn't give a fuck. No fear. But then for some weird reason, my freshman year in high school, I started to be one. It was super fucking weird. I don't want to sound like I'm throwing a whole bunch of excuses, but here's why I think I started to become a bully. 1, I didn't get to go to the high school I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to one on the other side, on the other part of the south side, but I didn't get chosen in their little draft/lottery. And that was bullshit because I just lived across the street from the district. Bullshit. 2, I'm going to play for a basketball team, a high school basketball team that I don't want to fucking play for. I wanted to go to the other school because I wanted to play for that basketball team. I did a whole bunch of camps with them that summer and I got along great with the coach and yada yada yada. Anyway, and 3, I had a whole bunch of shit going on. A whole bunch of drama in my life. But anyway, that all changed. It all squashed immediately after I got my ass kicked by my high school basketball coach. Mr. Maxey. Love the dude. Great dude. Yeah, he kicked my ass. And I deserved it. And it changed me. So I'm going to cut right to the chase. Here's what happened. A whole bunch of shit happened. But on this one specific day. Now here's another thing. I was being a bully. And what's weird is I would do things by myself. A lot of bullies bully to impress others, to try to get some attention, to, they're seeking these thrills, but they're trying to just have the shit be accepted by others in some weird ass fucking crazy way. Not me. I was just a flat out bully by myself, on my lonely. And I wasn't telling my friends and homies and shit what I was doing. I was just doing dumb, foul, mean shit to other people that didn't deserve any bit of it. Anyway, so on this particular day, there was a group of skaters playing hacky sack during lunchtime. These skaters, they had the huge Jenkos on and nappy hair and tight shirts, and they was just doing their thing. They had their own stilo. And I didn't have nothing against them personally. I was just being an asshole. And this was during lunchtime in the auditorium area. I finished my lunch. I wanted to walk to the gym. Mr. Maxey, he used to let a bunch of players on the team just shoot around and stuff at lunchtime. So I'm walking to the gym, and I see these skaters playing hacky sack, all happy and shit, smiling, laughing. And I walked through the middle of their game. There's probably about 16 of them. I took the hacky sack, and I just chucked it on the roof, on the gymnasium roof. And I started laughing. And all of them were like, oh, what the fuck? They didn't find it funny at all. Of course not. The tallest one of them, he was a senior, he kind of stepped to me like, what the fuck, bro? And quick, in a fucking quick instant, without even thinking, I just punched him in the liver. He fell to his knees. Then I started laughing more. And this was fucked up. And as I'm walking away, I can hear the kid gagging. If you ever took a liver shot, you know. So as I'm walking to the gym, Mr. Maxey is holding the door open. He's seen the whole thing. He was this buff black dude. He also taught PE, but he was the junior varsity basketball coach and the assistant varsity basketball coach. He sees me walking towards him. He just saw the whole thing go down. And he's shaking his head. I'm laughing. And I see that he's not laughing. So I stop laughing. Whatever, I'm still walking. Then he says, you're going to walk in this door, but you're going to wait for me right here. I go, all right. So I walk in the door. He walks away. The door shuts behind him. And I'm waiting at the door. Like, whatever. I know he's going to talk to me about what I just did. Whatever. But he's taking a while. And I'm still waiting. Whatever. He's taking too long. I'm going to go to the gym. So I start walking. Maybe I got about 5 steps in. He opens the door. Come here. All right. Now he's a big dude. He don't fuck around. He's mean. But I was still in that mode too where I'm a bully. I don't give a fuck. No one could touch me. So I start walking towards him all bad. Then he says, you see that right there? What? He goes, it's a ladder. I go, oh yeah. I mean, I didn't know he was talking about the ladder, this big old fucking thing, my dumb ass. I said, yeah, it's a ladder. What? He says, you're going to take that ladder, you're going to go on top of the roof, and you're going to get that fucking hacky sack, and you're going to give it back to those kids. I said, man, I ain't going to do all that. And he says, yes, you are. I go, no, I'm not, bro. And I start walking back towards the gym, towards the doors. He grabbed me, bro. I'm telling you. He grabbed me so hard. Whoop, on my shoulders, got me by the shirt, and he pulled me down. I fell on my back. Now, I had a backpack on. Fell on the backpack, boom. I tried getting up, and then he grabs me from the front, my collars, and he slams me against the wall. Boom, hard. Then he takes me off the wall, and he slams me again. Boom, and I kind of hit my head on the brick wall. And I go, what the fuck? And I try grabbing his wrist. Does this thing where he just knocks my wrist aside, you know? He grabs me again, and then he takes me to the other wall, about a good 10 feet away, and he slams me on that wall. Boom. And he goes, go on the fucking roof and get the fucking hacky sack. I'm not fucking around. I said, all right, cool. I take my bag off. I get the ladder. Super awkward. And all those kids seen this. Plus many other ones. I get the ladder, put it to the roof. I go up there. When I'm on the roof, I see a whole bunch of shit. Tennis balls, volleyballs, basketballs, all kinds of shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. Where's the hacky sack? I can't find the hacky sack. I look over the roof and I say, I can't find the hacky sack. Mr. Maxey says with a serious-ass face, find it. I started looking for the hacky sack. Now, there was like a puddle of water. It didn't rain for months here, but I think that water was like condensation from an AC unit or something. The hacky sack was in that water. I get the hacky sack, I squeeze out the water from it, and then I throw it over. Maxey throws it, Mr. Maxey throws it back on the roof right before I get to the ladder. And I look over the roof and I go, what the fuck? And he goes, you're gonna get that fucking hacky sack, put it in your pocket, come down this fucking ladder, and you're gonna go give it to them and apologize. Damn. So I walk all the way back on the roof and get the hacky sack, do as he says, puts it in my pocket, walk down the ladder, and then I go straight to those kids and I hand the biggest one the hacky sack, the one that I just punched. And I said, I'm sorry, bro. And he says, it's cool. He grabbed the hacky sack and they weren't playing anymore. It wasn't fun anymore. They were just all sitting against this wall. So I start walking back to the gym. Maxie's holding the door open. Then he says again, I'm going to close this door, but you're going to wait right here. We're going to have a talk. I said, all right. I can hear him getting the ladder down and putting it away. Took him about 10 minutes. He comes back to the door, opens it. And he goes, come on, man, follow me. And I go, dude, I'm just trying to shoot some basketball. He goes, nope, not today. We're going to my office. He had a little office in the gym. We go to the office. It was right next to the boys' locker room and shit. We go to the office. He tells me to sit down. I sit down, and he just laid it all out. He tells me, you know, one thing that I appreciate about you is you're small, but you're super athletic. And you have no fear. Like, that's awesome. That's a great characteristic to have. But one thing I don't like about you is you're still scared. I said, scared? I ain't scared of shit. And he goes, yeah, you are. You're scared. And I said it again, I ain't scared of shit. And he goes, yes, you are. I can see it. You're scared, bro. And I ain't scared of nothing. I'm not yelling anymore. He's breaking me down, you know. And I said, tell me how I'm scared. And he says, I don't know what you've been through, But I know you've been through it. And you're scared of it. You're scared of it fucking with you. Getting the best of you. Maybe exposing to the world that you might be weak. Or there might be some weak parts of you. I don't know. But you're scared. Now he's hitting shit on the fucking nail. You feel me? So then I said, so what am I supposed to do, bro? And then he said, just be cool, man. Just learn to love the good things in life, bro. Be happy that you're alive and you got a heartbeat, man. Be cool with everybody. You'll thank me in the future. I'm like, oh, I don't know, bro. I'll try. And he goes, well, you could start by doing this, because I'll tell you something. I go, what? He says, sometimes when I see you on the basketball court, I can tell that you got some insecurities going on. I go, okay. Then he says, when you feel down and low and super insecure or scared, just compliment somebody. Compliment some random person that you see. A girl, a guy, a old man, whatever, whoever. Just compliment them on something, anything. It'll make them feel good. And in return, it'll make you feel good. I promise. Smiles are contagious. I said, okay, I'll try that. I really wanted to get out that office, but those words stuck with me. Went out to the gym, got about 5 minutes worth of shooting because lunchtime was almost over. And that stuck with me. It really did. And I promised myself, I'm going to try that. I'm going to apply that. And I swear to God, bro, I've been doing that. Because to this day, I'm 41 years old. I'm not perfect. I'm not an angel. I'm far from it. And there's still times where I get sad or down and feel insecure and unsure of things or scared. I don't know. I don't know what about. Maybe past traumas. Maybe some, I don't know. And when I do, I just compliment somebody. And it fucking works. It breaks me out of that mode. It takes me out of that zone. It's fucking awesome. I do it to my lady all the time. When I feel that way, I go, babe, you look amazing today. You look beautiful today. You look pretty today. Or if I'm at Circle K or some gas station, I'll tell some random dude, hey, sir, you got an awesome watch on. And I'll tell some lady, ma'am, those are some awesome shoes. Man, the smiles that compliments create is just amazing. And the feelings that come from that is even better. It's fucking magical. Do that. If you're going through any of that shit, if you ever feel down and low or insecure or scared about anything, just try it. Compliment anyone. Compliment yourself if no one's around, but out loud. The shit works. It might feel funny at first, it might feel funny a couple times, but you'll get used to it and it'll become part of your fucking nature. And it's awesome. It really is. It really is. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that in today's world, it's a little different. Guys can't just randomly compliment any girl now because automatically we're considered creeps and weirdos and stalkers and thirsty motherfuckers, whatever. But man, I'm telling you, compliment away. Just do it. Just don't take it too far. Don't be a creep and shit and stalker and everything. You're going to have to figure that on your own. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. Sorry. But I know, you know what I mean. Much love.
D, the delinquent. Many hats, no cap.